What's going on, everyone? This is Erik with Full Mind MMA, and today I am joined once again by UFC light heavyweight Sam Alvey. Sam, how are
Hey,
things?
how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. It's great to have you back. Last time we spoke, it was just after your fight against Brendan Allen, and here we are a few months later, and you already have another fight, August 6th, Michal Oleksiejczuk. How'd this fight come together?
You know what? I'm in a slump. I talked to the UFC. They said, "Well, let me finish my contract," and they gave me a name. Actually, at first they gave me Misha Serkinov, but then like 10 minutes after they told me that, I said, "Hey, we gave you the wrong name. We want you to fight Michal Oleksiejczuk."
I hope I'm saying it right too, but what are your thoughts on Oleksiejczuk as an opponent?
He seems very talented. I mean, I know how good Ovince St. Preux is, and he gave Ovince just about everything Ovince could take. The guy's talented, very fast. He's coming down a weight class too to 20. It's kind of funny. He and I have both fought at 205, but we're going to meet at 85 instead. I think it's stupid on our part. We should just meet at 205, but whatever. I'll be middleweight again.
Oh, so this one's actually going to be a middleweight.
Yeah, it's my last three were supposed to, just people keep falling out, and then last minute to say my last one, it was like 3 days before I was supposed to fight. They said, "Hey, your opponent's backed out. We have somebody else, but it's up a weight class." I said, "Okay, let's do it." So I was supposed to be 85 last time too. It just didn't happen.
So how many fights has it actually been since you've been middleweight and like actually fought middleweight?
Trying to remember. It's been 8 fights since I fought the guy I was supposed to fight. And scattered throughout that has been middleweight and light heavyweight.
Man, that's insane. I didn't even know that. Well, I introduced you as a light heavyweight, so I got that wrong. Apologies for that.
Sorry. I am a light heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight right now, but I'll get there.
You did mention the last time we spoke, taking a little break after the Brendan Allen fight. By the time August rolls around, it would have been about 6 months of like off time since that last fight. Was that the ideal time off that you were looking for?
Whenever I say I'm going to take time off, I don't ever actually mean it. I just say it because it's what people want to hear. I want to fight as often as I can. So I fought, when was it? Like February 8th, I fought. Like a month before that, I tore my labrum a little bit, and it affected my training a bit and all that. So I got to rehab that in this time off. I got to take care of a couple of injuries and make sure this camp goes swimmingly.
How's the health going in to this fight? I know we still have a little bit of time, about a month until it rolls around, but you guys are never 100% healthy. But I would imagine with the 6 months, you were able, as you said, to nurse some things that have been bugging you.
Yeah, shoot, I'm about as healthy as I could ever be. I mean, I'm sore and tired and all that, but I have no real injuries right now, which is a ton of fun going into camp with. Finishing camp with is just not having the injuries, going in there and being able to do everything you need to do.
Oh, that's awesome. And the last time we talked, you had just come out with you had told me that you didn't think that you were going to be on the UFC's roster anymore following the Brendan Allen fight. Of course, a few days later on YouTube, you came out with the video, revealed the conversation that you had with the UFC that said they were going to let you fight out the contract. I was wondering, could you reveal any details of that call? Like, how did that call happen? And obviously, how did that make you feel?
Yeah, so I put the whole story up on my YouTube. So if anyone wants to check it out, it's all on my YouTube. But roughly, it was I was walking into the YMCA to lift and run and stuff. As I was walking in, my wife was walking out, and I got a call from Mick Maynard. And I said, "Brett, it's the UFC." So we ran to our car and put it on speakerphone, and we talked to Mick for 10, 15 minutes. And he was very complimentary. He said, he said that there've been a lot of fights we think you've won that the judges, he didn't say it, but I'll say it. All the judges suck and they should be fired. Strung up by their toes and tarred and feathered, all of them. But he was very complimentary. He said, "Sam, that it's very easy to be unhappy in this sport, and you and your wife and your family have never been that. You should show up to every fight week in good spirits. You were nice to everyone. You show up. I mean, it's just we're easy to work with. We're fun to work with, and at this point, we're veterans of the UFC. So I'm honored that they feel that way of me and that they're respecting me enough to let me fight out my contract."
Yeah, clearly it shows how highly they view you and your family. But have you spoken to Dana since this happened? I was wondering if you guys had any contact.
Actually, yeah, I didn't mean to be. So my air conditioning system started leaking a while back, and it was coming through the ceiling. It's like, oh man, it's a pain in the butt because you have to take down the ceiling and put it back up. So I was texting my good friend who helped me do it originally, Dan White. I took a photo, sent him the stuff, and it was just kind of talking to him about it. And eventually Dan said, when did I talk to the AC guy? At which point I looked at it, and I wasn't texting Dan White. I was texting Dana White. And so we had a 15-minute conversation about my air conditioning system not working well. And he got a kick out of it. So I told him, so, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm texting the wrong man. And so he got a kick out of that. But other than that, I haven't really talked to him.
That's hilarious. Did you talk about that before? I've never heard that story from you.
Yeah, I put it up on TikTok. I put that one up. I'll probably make a little YouTube video out of it too. But this would have been 3 weeks ago. It happened. Yeah.
That's incredible. Do you think with everything that went on with how the phone call went, do you think that your next fight will be your final one with the UFC, or do you think they'll maybe be looking to re-sign you pending your performance?
I think it's probably going to be my last fight with the UFC. They have blessed me with the career most fighters can only dream of having. I have so much in this life because of what they've done with me, and that they've stuck with me so long through all these hard fights that have been wonderful, good fights, but I've not been coming out on top of. I don't suspect they'll re-sign me. I would love to re-sign with them. I'm going to go out there and put on just a hell of a fight. And then they can feed me to the wolves like they've been feeding me, and I'm gonna try and make my resurgence from that. But that's kind of my plan. Is I'm gonna go out in flaming style, and then see what comes next.
It seems like you've had a lot of time to think about this, of course, since the last time we talked, you had assumed that you weren't going to be back at the UFC anyway. But it seems like you've kind of come to terms with everything after 8 years of being with the same organization. Like, how do you come to terms with it, win or lose?
Sure. I think it's been 9 years. I think it'll be 9 years here in a month. You know what? It is what it is. I fought, God, I have a lot of fights. So this will be my 25th fight with the UFC, but overall I've got like 80 fights or something, professional fights, between Muay Thai and everything else. So I fought around. I was a journeyman before I got into the UFC, and now I'm a gatekeeper, I guess. And I'm going to go in there, try and, do what I always do, put on a great fight, make some fans, enjoy the ride. And when I'm done, if this is my last fight with the UFC, I'm going to move on and go forwards. Whether it's another MMA organization, a boxing organization, or my dream job, WWE superstar. That would be like the ideal situation, but we'll see what happens. Maybe. So I've been slumped, okay, and what's buzzing, and everybody knows it. And the way I see it is, I've slumped a bit. That means Jake Paul might want to fight me. I haven't won a fight in a few years, and now I'm a little bigger than he likes to fight. He likes fighting people 2 weight classes smaller. I'd be coming down to him, but I think maybe that's a fight that would interest him.
Did you see that he's fighting Tommy Fury now?
I don't think the fight's going to happen, but yeah, he was scheduled to fight Tommy before Tommy backed out. Or whatever happened to make the fight not happen. And then he got to fight Woodley again on 2 weeks' notice. Mm-hmm. So when Tommy backs out, maybe I'll beat the phone call.
Hey, there you go. I know I'd love to see it. I wanted to ask as well, we talked a little bit last time about your buddy, Sean Strickland, who now has a very big fight coming up in just a few days. Have you helped him train for this fight at all? Like, have you seen him leading up to this camp?
No, not at all. I meant to. Originally, his fight was scheduled for the end of July. So I was coming out. I was going to spend a month training with him, getting beat up and trying to beat him up. And then his fight got switched to, after I booked all my tickets, booked everything, his fight got switched to this weekend. So no, I've talked to him a couple of times. I was surprised he accepted this fight. But he said, yeah, it is what it is. He'll fight whoever, whenever. He's similar to me in that regard. But I've been following him, talking to his coaches and everything, and he had a good camp. He's pretty uninjured, and he's mentally ready to cut weight.
How dangerous of a fight do you think this is for him, fighting a guy with almost no film? He's only got, 3-4 fights in all of MMA, completely unranked. Sean's on the cusp of a title shot. I mean, Alex Pereira is a very dangerous, props to Sean for taking this fight.
Yeah, I think Sean's going to have his way with him. I really do. Sean is such a pressure fighter and a good boxer with some. I wouldn't call him a Muay Thai guy, Strickland. He's got kind of a Taekwondo boxing style. I mean, just with straight kicks and stuff. I think Sean's going to have his way with him. And the nice thing about Sean is he has some of the more dominant jiu-jitsu in the UFC. He just doesn't like to shoot. So, I mean, if he's getting beat up, maybe we'll see him shoot.
It should be a great fight. Sam, before I let you go, I need to ask about your YouTube channel. Your most recent video, you said that Charles Olivera would beat Khabib. I'd like you to elaborate a little bit on that.
Was that YouTube or TikTok? Yeah, whatever.
I think it was on TikTok, and then you posted it to YouTube.
Okay.
I saw it on YouTube, but it was vertical.
So half of it is just to get people to respond. But I've kind of convinced myself into it. He's beaten it, so they've beaten the same guys. Oliveira's just done it more impressively. Oliveira gets hit. Everyone sees that. I don't think Khabib would hit him, but Oliveira gets a takedown in everyone. Oliveira took down Chandler. Oliveira took down Gaethje. Oliveira took down Poirier, and beat them all fast. Well, Khabib never beat Chandler, and then beat them all faster than Khabib beat him, kind of more violently. I think if the fight were to happen, I don't know that Oliveira would get taken down and mauled like Khabib likes to do. And there's a chance he could do it to Khabib, maybe. No, I don't remember ever seeing anyone try to take Khabib down. Oliveira's hands are better. I've kind of convinced myself into it. I don't want to believe it because I'm a big fan of Khabib. His style is incredible, but Oliveira, I'm done betting against him.
Well, the take definitely got people talking. How is the YouTube going, though? I saw that you just hit 2,000 subscribers on your channel.
I'm just over 2,000. YouTube's hard. TikTok's easy. I can pardon my language, but I can just bullshit on TikTok and have a good time. But YouTube's hard. It takes planning and stuff. I got a big video coming up. I've been fighting for 15 or 16 years, the UFC for 25 fights. I've trained everywhere with everyone. So I've made a list of my 5 greatest training partners. I've just got to edit it. I filmed everything. I just got to edit it together. Hopefully I'll post it this weekend. So you check that out. I've trained some studs, and you can probably all guess who my number 1 training partner is, but you'll have fun watching the list.
Absolutely. Well, we'll link the channel in the description so people could click on it and watch that video when it comes out. Sam, you've been so generous with your time today. Before I let you go, I wanted to give you the floor. Anything you wanted to promote, teammates, sponsors, the floor is yours.
I'm going to be selfish. Follow my TikTok. I love TikTok. I have so much fun on there. Instagram's good. Twitter's show. Truth Social, that one, I've got no one following me there, but that's a fun one too. I'm having a great time on TikTok. Follow my TikTok, follow my YouTube. And I'm very interactive with fans. I'm probably the most interactive UFC fighter in the UFC.
Awesome. Well, we'll link that below too. Sam, best of luck August 6th. Can't wait to see you back in there. And yeah, maybe we'll talk to you after the fight.
All right, we'll talk to you then. I appreciate the reach out.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. If you like our content, be sure to subscribe to Full 9 MMA. And while you're at it, make sure to hit the bell icon as well so you never miss an update from us.